America West Regional Championships in Mesa, Arizona. My name is Tchaikovsky. We are going to start this off with a land acknowledgement. We are located in the Salt River Valley of Arizona on ancestral territories of indigenous people, including the Yakimal, Pima, and Kivash, Maricopa Indian communities. Before that, the Hohokam people, whose care and keeping of these lands allow us to be here today. This land has been and continues to be the home of indigenous peoples. We honor the elders of both past and present, as well as future generations of the Hohokam peoples and the Yakimal and Pipash nations. We express gratitude for their stewardship of the land we currently occupy. So thank you so much to our local Native communities. So, since this is the North America West Regional, we are the next to last. The first game we have today, we have seed number 12 versus seed number 5. This is the Santa Cruz Boardwalk Bombshells versus the seed 12 Rat City All-Stars. And that is the first game today at 10 a.m. The next game will be at 12 p.m. That'll be Happy Valley Roller Derby, seed number 8 versus Arizona All-Stars, seed number 9. Welcome everybody once again. My name is Tchaikovsky, joined by Loquita Bonita.
Hola, hola, bienvenidos.
Hello. How you doing?
I'm good. Should we run through these rosters?
Let's do it. Who do you want to take?
I'll go Santa Cruz since I see it right in front of my face. Skating with 05 is Greco. Number 10, Noah Fantastica. 125, Adrian Macias. Number 13, Loquilla. 24, Harley Sin. Number 26 is Amanda Conda. Number 3, Ace Ventura. 36, HD. Number 4, Mad 4 Gravy. 41, Queen Letitia's. 4140, Sasha DeGrader. 442, Cyanide Siren. 62, Tryon. 626, Maddie Masochist. 666, Merciless Martinez. Number 9, Flower Power. And 99, Marinator.
All right, and skating for Rat City today in white. 017 Riptide, 03 Big Dog, 04 Loco, 17 Canna Whoopsass, 1859 Natty, 21 On Young, 226 Terrobite, 253 and Smash Away, 3 Master Bowder, 30 Miss Defiant, 322 Kosher Assault, 323 Feline Fatale, 4 Punchy Guts, 501 Damage Control, 619 Red Devicious, 715 Mountain Deranged, 72 Gnarly Quinn, 8 Rockzilla, 81 Ponyo Knees, 83 Thumper Skull.
And those officials out there today: Flourish, Reed DeRules, Baconator, Nomad, Rhodes Warrior, Fickle Bitch, Tenacious D-Cup, Mala Suerte, Heads Will Roll, Rita Slayworth, Flintlock, and looks like we're about to start, so I will finish that up in the next break. Jam 1 about to begin. Super exciting. You can feel the tension in the air here at Game 1 of North America West Regionals WFTDA. Reminder, top 3 teams going to champs in November.
All right, guys, we do have the first lead of the game. That does go to Santa Cruz. That is T. Ryan. And here we go. Points on the board. Nope, no points on the board. Just kidding. You see those jam refs holding those fists in the air. They'll do that after every pass to let you know how many points they got, and you'll see that even before it reflects on the scoreboard.
Yes, and the rest of those officials here today are Fours Musher, Johnny Demonic, Kira Duncan, Splatter, Squid Vicious, Bruise Almighty, Vanilla Vice, and Elemental. Thanks to our officials. And next jam has begun. That's Big Dog with the star for Rat City and picks up lead, although did get knocked to the outside and recycled back. Maddie Masochist pushing against that front wall of Rat City. Big Dog is out. The dog is loose. Oh, but look at that. Womp womp. First penalty of the game. but another jammer penalty is going, so y'all know what that means, right? That's the classic jammer switcheroo.
We get a 2-minute jam in jam 2. I feel blessed.
That's going to make up for that 25-second jam number 1.
Yeah. Long jams, long jams.
Everybody going to get all those nerves out and get settled in with a nice long jam out there on skates.
Yeah, it takes a few, like 3 or 4, sometimes 5.
Yeah, right?
Sometimes the first half.
And this is just day 1. We're just getting started here.
Yeah, so the winner of this game actually will go on to play the Rose City Axles of Annihilation, Rose City's B team, and that'll be later today.
Yeah, that game is tonight at 6 o'clock, I believe.
Yep.
So stick around. That'll be a game to watch if you're here or if you're on Twitch. And hey, big shout out to all our friends on Twitch. Feel free to give us a virtual high five, say what's up, let us know where you're watching from. We're always so excited to have our friends, especially those of you who are watching at work. Thanks for that. Just 18 seconds left here in this jam, running down 8 points so far by Big Dog and Rat City. Maddie with a hard-fought 4 points, now out and going on a second scoring pass. And that's it.
That's it. So that's going to be points on the board now for Santa Cruz. 5-10, not so bad. Not so bad for the first couple of jams. Oh, look, I see my friend Squid Vicious, OPR, all the way from Calgary, Canada. So we have lots of visiting officials this weekend. Lots of visiting announcers. Hi, it's me.
Yes, welcome from Denver. We're so glad you came.
I think this is the first time we've met in person.
I know, yeah. We've called a lot of games together.
I know. I'm so excited.
Me too.
All right, here we go. An Young up against Amanda Conda. We do love alliteration, especially on the Rydell Skates jammer line. Both teams warming up that defense. No lead yet as they head into turn 1. And that, here we go. As soon as I say it, we do see Rat City on Young. That is lead jammer for Rat. Santa Cruz reforming in the back to try and catch On Young. Ooh, just enough to throw her off balance, take a little spill here. Got to recycle. Back behind Lil Killa, who might be the tallest skater on the track right now.
Not so little.
Ooh, we try for a last-second apex jump from the Santa Cruz jammer, but it doesn't look like any points will be assessed.
Game 1 brought to you by Monsoon Madness. Monsoon Madness is taking the desert by storm August 30th through September 1st right here in Mesa, Arizona. Arizona Roller Derby Rising is hosting a 3-day roller derby tournament featuring a WFTDA sanctioned and open gender bracket with 6 teams each. Find out more at ArizonaRollerDerby.com.
I might be skating at that.
I hope you are. That would be super fun.
With Boulder County. Ooh. All right, here we go again. Especially when you hear that long rolling whistle, that means the next whistle is going to start the jam.
And jam underway. Well, that's Rockzilla with the start for Rat City. Marinator for Santa Cruz. Rockzilla out first for Rat City. Does pick up lead.
Really good job on Rat for preventing them from really reforming a defense at the beginning of the jam right there.
Yeah, that was a quick out by Rat City.
Like passive offense. Love it.
But that Santa Cruz defense has reformed, and in an attempt to slow down Rockzilla, knocked Rockzilla to the outside. Then with the recycle, had a little bit of a star dash?
No, not quite. Yeah, Greco got out of there, took off the star, took advantage of the confusion to get out and force the call off. So only a 4-point jam for Rat City here. Everyone's still, I think, trying to get a feel for the other team.
Yeah, I think so. I think we're going to see some shifting around.
Santa Cruz all the way from Santa Cruz, California, and of course Rat City from Seattle. But the West is a big place, so pretty far apart.
That's right. The West is huge.
All right, Marinator up against Loco. It is going to be Loco with the lead.
That's the third lead for Rat City. Only one lead so far from Santa Cruz.
Marinator with a star. Had some fancy footwork here in turn 1, but did get recycled. Still working on that initial as Loco comes around for a scoring pass. Here we go, knocked out by the jammer. Everybody's going to be doing some defense today.
That was a nice catch there by number 36 on Santa Cruz. That's HD. And oh, another jammer switcheroo. We did have a power jam. Now we have a, well, it's still a power jam. And then all right, we are working out all our kinks here.
Just some light feedback.
Just a little. Here we go, here we go. This will be another 2-minute jam, second 2-minute jam of this game, and we are, what, only 22 minutes in. So my simple math says we have had only like 4 minutes of non-2-minute jams. Fun or not so fun fact, I don't know, you decide. Yeah, she turned that to here. Should we turn it back? It's about time for jam number 6.
Ooh, we already have a lead, and that is T. Ryan. Looks like the name pronunciations did not come through for Santa Cruz, so if we missed something, let us know at halftime. Here we go, lead jammer T. Ryan for Santa Cruz, hitting the pack, looking for some points. Big dog jamming for Rat City. Ryan going to pick up those 4 and call it off, but not before Rat picks up 2 points.
Highest scoring jam so far this game is from Big Dog. He has 10 points. That's our highest scoring jam. And now Anyan with the star for Rat City, Maddie Masochist for Santa Cruz. Both teams' blockers really holding it together, making it very difficult. Terabyte getting in there for some offense and very successful with that offense. Does get Anyang out of the pack. Meanwhile, Maddie Masochist has picked up a penalty cut track call and is in the penalty box. Looks like another skater maybe going to the penalty box. Yep.
Busted.
Santa Cruz going to be down a blocker just as Maddie Masochist gets back out on the track.
Nice. Good job on Greco for Santa Cruz now holding, now is the pivot, not jamming. Knocking Anyang just enough off balance to get a recycle.
Everybody just hanging out there between the S1 pivot line and the Rydell Skates jammer line.
So thank you to the Twitch chat telling us Greco is a transfer from somewhere. Detroit. So shout out Detroit Roller Derby. Thank you for sending Greco to Santa Cruz. Rockzilla currently with the lead status. Just in time to prevent Santa Cruz from scoring. And of course we have all these fun labeled. We have the Rydell Skates jammer line, the S1 pivot line, the 187 Killer Pads penalty box, but we
That's
have
right.
also the we've got an infield
Monsoon.
sponsor too.
Oh, we sure do. That infield sponsor is 888. Our infield sponsor is 888.
So every pad company that most skaters use is represented.
That's right. We've got you covered. All your safety gear needs are fully covered here at the North America West Regional.
I've received instruction on how to avoid feedback, so we're going to do our best. Marinator with the lead for Santa Cruz. Up against a Loco for Rat. So Marinator really trying to push this pack out, but she's got Lil Killa playing some offense. Now maintaining the pack. But you know, it's really hard to push all those skaters by yourself. That's what all the squats are for. Both teams now playing offense for their jammers. Both sets of defense not having it. And here we go on the outside, almost, ooh, nice hit to the outside on Marinator, but she does recover and picks up 4 points for Rat City. No, for Santa Cruz, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry, Loco. That's who's playing for Rat City right now. Big recycle from HD, preventing another scoring pass here. We got 4 more points on the board for Santa Cruz, 7 for Rat City. Just about halfway through this first half.
All right, we're getting set up here for the next jam. Both packs taking the jammer line. Off we go. The jammer for SCRD, T. Ryan, working the front of the pack. Annie Young, meanwhile, having only 2 more to beat, but is pushed the inside lane just as T. Ryan jumps the apex and gets lead. Coming back around quickly for a scoring pass. Gets around their own players to push through the defense here, along with a little bit of offense from number 125 from their team. One more to beat. You hear a whistle. 4 points on the board for Santa Cruz here. We do see a blocker for Rat City going to the box here, joining the other Santa Cruz blocker here. So 3-on-3. Rat City taking back Annie Young. T. Ryan, meanwhile, just trying to work this apex here. Rat City trying to contain them, but T. Ryan out for another 4 points. We do see damage control with the star in hand, now on her head, trying to catch up to T. Ryan, but T. Ryan jumps, calls the jam. A total of 11 points in total for Santa Cruz here, bringing them up to 26 to Rat City's 40.
Just a nice shout out. Thank you everyone who's watching from home on Twitch. You are on the AZRD Twitch channel. It is ad-free if you subscribe. So if you actually have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe. You get a free Twitch sub. So if you want to avoid those ads at crucial moments, please subscribe. And then you can also join us in the chat. So welcome everyone who is watching.
And out of the pack is Maddie Masochist here for Santa Cruz. We are seeing Gnarly Quinn working the front of the pack, having a few more players to try to push through, but is knocked down. We do see the return of Maddie Masochist around for a scoring pass, but is met with a strong Rat City wall. Strong enough to allow the pivot for Rat City to run some offense for their jammer here. Does break up the pack a little bit, but Santa Cruz still holding fast. We do hear a whistle as we see a Santa Cruz blocker being sent to the box. Jammer for Santa Cruz is just in a sad place here, pinched real tight at the tripod here for the Rat City. Gnarly Quinn trying to get out, but it's just met with a lot of resistance here from Santa Cruz. One-on-one plays here until she finally threw. Ouch. And coming around trying to see if they can catch up to Maddie before they call it, and that is the end of that jam. Looks like Rat City did manage to pretty much contain Maddie just enough so that they only made 3 points out of that jam, bringing them up to 29, keeping Rat City at 40.
All right, that's the jam timer. You heard him. Let's go. For jam number 12, we got T. Ryan up against Big Dog, and that is going to be, a cut track call on Big Dog, giving Santa Cruz and T. Ryan a chance for lead. Wow, big hits from 1859. That is natty for Rat, and making her work for it, but lead jammer, Santa Cruz. An almost unchallenged 4 points. Yep, so that is 2 cut track calls so far for Big Dog. T. Ryan with the lead, but now Santa Cruz defense is hanging on to Big Dog, who has returned to the track. This is a nice polished concrete floor. Looks a little slippery. But if anybody's a wheelhead out there, I'm seeing a lot of those 88s, those radar Halo 88s. We got a blocker penalty now for Santa Cruz, but it doesn't seem to bother either of these two teams to be without. They're just as good with 3 as they are with 4. Ooh, here we go, another penalty. That is Chadwick for Santa Cruz, a multiplayer. Ooh, illegal contact on the pivot. Okay. Everyone's just going to go have a little break. Jam is going to end with the Santa Cruz box just about full. 3 blockers, 2 sitting, 1 standing. Big pack advantage for Rat City going into the next jam.
Lead change. We got a lead change.
But we got a lead change. Yeah, first one.
Yeah, so take a sip of your drink, your coffee, your water, whatever beverage you prefer. We do have a lead change, but this is a team timeout now. I'd like to take an opportunity to thank all of our people here today and on this early Friday morning to watch the first game of the first day here at the Northwestern Regionals for, well, lift it up.
WFTDA.
Yeah.
So you might have noticed a change in voice. Vamp has now joined us. Good morning.
Fashionably late, unfortunately.
But always fashionable.
Oops.
You got your sunglasses on. Maybe I put my sunglasses on too.
It's too bright in here.
It's really bright in here.
All right, so the lead change result of Santa Cruz was because of them taking lead on the last few jams, so a lot of momentum here for Santa Cruz, capitalizing on a lot of the penalties here for Santa Cruz, so just Rat City just working their way on some defense here to stop Santa Cruz's progress here, as we do see it's just a 1-point lead here for them.
So yeah, I think highest scoring jam of the game so far, this 12-point jam.
Yeah, and they do have pack advantage here, so Rat City is definitely going to try to see if they can get their pal here, Loco, out. Loco just has 1 to beat. Meanwhile, they were trying very hard to contain Maddie here, who is a very solid jammer in their own right. And just as I say that, they are given a penalty, sent to the box, so Loco has a power jam
And lead.
Yeah, and lead. So they have control of this jam for sure. See.
And a lead change. Once again, yes.
So take another sip of your drink.
Yeah, if anybody watched Europe Champs or North America East, Northeast, I hope we have the same kind of weekend because it's going to be so exciting.
I mean, if you look at the amount of teams on the roster here that we are excited to see in general, we are in for a weekend. All right, we do see Loco here at the apex being drawn back by the pivot for Santa Cruz. And we do see the return of the full pack for Santa Cruz, so now they're running some offense here for the return of Maddie, who's pushing the pack forward and playing them out of bounds, so they're out. But Loco, very aware of that, calls the jam. 8 points on the board for Rat City, bringing them up to 48 points, keeping Bombshells at 41. 7.5 minutes left in this first half, folks. We will be starting this next jam full force for each pack. 5-second call.
Going to the Rydell Skates jam line. All right. Sometimes you just gotta watch. On Young jamming for Rat. T. Ryan, lead jammer for Santa Cruz.
Hopping effortlessly over the S1 pivot line and coming back around for a scoring pass here. Through for 4 points.
Adriana Macias holding down the defense for Santa Cruz from the front of the pack. Joined by Cyanide Siren. We do see no penalties, but we do see our pack refs keeping a sharp eye on the pack definition.
These tripods are forming like an amoeba, holding these jammers back, keeping them pretty much contained here at the turn 1 of this apex.
And we've got a star pass now. This is Damage Control now jamming for Rat City.
Do you see one of the bombshells being sent to the box? So
forearm,
right. Tripod still holding fast onto the Rat City jammer of record, Damage Control. Just as T. Ryan is trying to find some daylight around this other tripod here for Seattle. but squeaks on pass through the inside line, now allowing Rat City to try to run some offense here for their player, but it's just knocked to the outside lane and had to quickly reform back into some solid defense here. Two-body pinch, now a tripod here holding fast onto T. Ryan. Damage control trying to get a whip off that shirt, allowing them through. But the jam is called. 11 points on the board here for the Bombshells, bringing them up to 52. Rat City kept at 48. Lead change, my friends. Another sip of your drink. So that would be 11 points on the board. T. Ryan scoring the highest scoring jab thus far, according to our producer here, Phoenix. Thank you very much for that info.
So yeah, Rat kind of dominating the first several jams of this game, and Santa Cruz now catching up. We got a game.
They're pretty well evenly matched, as we can see. They both have solid defense to offense, solid lineup of jammers. So it's definitely going to be a nail biter until the end, unless, you know.
So definitely, but we got Rat coming in as the 12 seed at this tournament. So, you know, very end of the group, and then Santa Cruz coming in as the 5 seed. So, you know, if Rat does take this could be an upset.
I do like an upset.
I love an upset.
But it's also early in the morning, so
yeah.
Gotta let that pre-workout kick in.
Neither one of us are morning people, are we?
No, I don't think so.
Nah, yeah. Although I did wake up at 6 a.m. today because I was so excited to be here.
I had to wake up at 4 to feed the cats and then work a little bit.
Yeah, you got work for your cats, right?
Work for my cats and then work my work.
Oh yeah, that.
To feed the cats.
Yes. Those little freeloaders.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, and that's the end of that timeout. We're getting ready for this next jam here. 5-second call. Everybody getting close to that Rydell Skates jammer line. And off we go.
Let's
we
go.
Have Marinator on the line for the Bombshells against Rockzilla for Rat City. Each one trying their best to just see if they can find any daylight on those lines. But each tripod just working around.
Ooh, nice. But it is going to be a penalty, and that does mean that Rockzilla gets lead and gets to keep on going. Just like 1 foot too far. Out of play.
It was almost there.
Just a little illegal contact as a treat.
But that will give the Bombshells a lot more incentive to stop Rockzilla, to allow Marinator some time to work their way through that tripod if they can. But that tripod is just rotating beautifully, keeping Marinator back, while we do see Rockzilla pushing that tripod forward just enough to allow number 83 to run some offense for them. We do see the return of that Bombshell blocker here, and ran into that tripod.
We are going to see a direction call on the pivot right at the end of this jam.
Yeah. Yep. Just as Marinator saw some daylight. But oh well. 2 points on the board here for Rat City, bringing them up to 50, just shy 2 points away of having a tie game here with the Bombshells. So let's see what happens next. We might see a lead change, or we might see the Bombshells just keeping their.
Hey, and once again, thank you everyone who's joining us on Twitch. Also, you're fine to join the chat on Twitch even if you're in the building. That's always fun. We've got someone telling us about illegal contacts, so thanks for explaining that. That's one of those ones where you initiate a block while in an illegal state, such as being down, out of bounds, or out of play. So you'll see a lot of that probably this weekend, these kind of late hits where they're just more than 20 feet away from the pack. You can't hit anybody if you're more than 20 feet away, so that's what happened in the last jam.
We are seeing T. Ryan just eating the baby for Big Dog.
Some light baby eating. An hors d'oeuvre.
But doesn't take them all the way, just enough to make T. Ryan gain some momentum. Oh,
nice try, but that's gonna be a cut.
Sent straight to the 187 penalty box. We do have lead for Big Dog, so Rat City has lead while T. Ryan takes a seat in the 187 penalty box. Oof. That was a strong hit through that seam. Almost got through, but gets knocked to the inside lane for their efforts. Big Dog recycled back into a 2 pinch. trying to get into a 3 wall here. Santa Cruz trying to hold back Big Dog.
You know, almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
Yep. How much shook out in that? That is a 4-point jam for Rat City. We have another lead change. 54 points to the Bombshells, 52.
And if you're just joining us, of course, it is 10:30 a.m. in Phoenix, Arizona. They do not take part in daylight savings time, which kind of threw me for a loop last night.
Yeah, we're just special like that, I guess.
The most. Except on the Navajo reservation, which does do daylight savings.
That's fine. They can do whatever they want. And off we go here. We do have Loco going up against Maddie Masochist. They're getting close to the S1 pivot line here, but Loco being recycled back to the Rydell Skates jammer line. We do see Maddie Masochist pushing that tripod forward, trying to push them out of bounds. We do see the officials here, the skating officials, trying to closely watch and see if this is going to be out of play, and there we go. We see lead assessed to Maddie Masochist for the Bombshells. Loco, meanwhile, in the back, being held back by the Santa Cruz Bombshells. Loco now passes the star duties over to Thumper.
Okay.
Thumper now star on their head here.
Let's go.
And
Right on a little killer. Yeah.
tries to spin around this tripod here in the back. Santa Cruz holding fast. Maddie, meanwhile, is just pushing the tripod forward again. A lot of power, a lot of force here, keeping their feet moving here.
You know, we should do MVP blocker duos. That would be fun.
That'd be interesting,
And I think I'm
actually.
nominating HD and Lil Killa from Santa Cruz for that. Because they're just
Why not?
right with each other every time.
Why not? That is genius. We do see Maddie Masochist coming around for another scoring pass. Thumper is being held scoreless here in the back of the pack. Bombshells really just intent on keeping Rat City from running away with any sort of lead. Do see some penalties being assessed. Rat City blocker being sent to the 187 penalty box here. Maddie Masochist coming around for another scoring pass and decides to call it. 12 points on the board for the Bombshells, bringing them up to 64 points. Rat City at 54.
And another lead change.
Lead change and halftime. So go refresh your drinks because I think at this point, most of you are running low with the amount of lead changes we had.
I am. We got a whole boba stand here today. That'll be awesome. So if you're watching from Twitch and you're not here, you should come here. Get yourself some boba. All right. So far, some penalties. Santa Cruz sitting on 21 penalties. Rat City only sitting on 8. Amazing. Wow. Good job, Rat. Let's see what happens in the second half. We'll be right back.
See you soon.
Did you know that your head is not normal? No one's is. Head shapes are as unique as fingerprints, so choosing a helmet that's custom to you is the best way to keep you safe while playing derby. A lot of us have spent most of our derby careers wearing a helmet that's the same size shell, whether you're a size small, medium, large, or extra large. One size fits all doesn't work for our feet, and it definitely doesn't work for your head. Roller derby helmets are designed to absorb and disperse the force of impact using EPS foam, which is scientifically designed to fit close to your head, allowing it to protect your head by crumpling or compressing upon impact. So here's the thing, if your helmet size is a small, but you're wearing the same shell size as your teammate who's an XL, not only does it look kind of funny, the functionality of the EPS foam and how it disperses impact energy is compromised. So no matter how much foam you stuff into your helmet to make it stay put, you're more at risk for head injuries, putting you at risk.
The 888 certified Sweat Saver comes in better shell size options than our leading competitor.
Giving you the highest level of protection upon impact.
Hi, this is Dan from S1 Helmets. We're in the testing lab today testing our new shock-absorbing sizing liners, the RAD liners. RAD foam reduces, absorbs, and disperses energy. With the creation of the RAD liners, we sought to change the single purpose of a traditional sizing liner and not only make it a sizing liner, but also a sweat absorber and impact reducer. S1 RAD liners feature our proprietary special blend of foam that add an additional layer of impact reduction built into the sizing liner that reduce, absorb, and disperse impact energy away from the head when impacted. Lab tests show that depending on the impact, RAD liners reduced impact energy an additional 7.5 to 16.5%, averaging 12% energy reduction to the head in all liners tested. RAD liners are sized just like our standard sizing liners and fit into all S1 Lifer helmets and are covered in a sweat-absorbing, hand-washable terry cloth fabric. S1 RAD liners, next level protection.
This is the totally redesigned Lifer visor helmet from S1. Featuring our patented fusion foam, this helmet has the impact protection you've come to expect from an S1 helmet and is both multiple impact and high impact certified. Our new custom visor is made with a high impact polycarbonate lens, which is optically correct and features our patented cover catcher, which allows for multiple covers to be worn with easy on-off. The outside lens has an anti-scratch coating, while the inside has an anti-fog coating. The outer shell is equipped with in-mold mounting hardware, so that the visor can be removed and replaced if needed. The S1 Lifer visor helmet, where innovation and function are actualized.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
All right. We are back. We've got 2 minutes to go, and we do have some notes. So, just some penalty updates for everybody. We've got 21 penalties so far for Santa Cruz, 3 cuts, 4 forearms, 3 destructions, and 3 multiplayers. Highest scoring jam, 12 points each for T. Ryan and Loco from Santa Cruz and Rat City, and then 8 penalties from Rat City. 3 of those were cuts. Got a couple of directions in there, nothing crazy. 1 illegal contact. Yeah, nothing too wild here. So Rat playing it really clean. Santa Cruz only up by 10 points. This second half could go any which way. So far, so good.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, ultimately, it'll depend on how they can control the penalties in the second half, because as we've seen in past tournaments, past games, penalties can end up losing a game.
Yeah, totally. That'll make or break you, especially if it's a jammer penalty. So we've got 2 jammers sitting on 2 cuts apiece from both teams. So, it'll come down to timing, I think, on some of these.
Yeah. So at this point, yeah, it's just a matter of awareness for the jammers, a matter of awareness for the teams in general. But we're down to 40 seconds left here until the second half of this first game.
And right now, let's just talk about Arizona Roller Derby. Right now, they are our hosts. They're a nonprofit organization originally founded in 2003. It is the second oldest flat track league in the world. AZRD welcomes all genders, sexual orientations, races, and religions. Much of the success is an unequivocal outcome of the support of our sponsors, volunteers, and fans just like you.
And they will be playing in this next game here for game number 2 against, who would that be? I believe it's Happy Valley.
Happy Valley versus Arizona, the home team.
Yeah, so AZRD going up against Happy Valley in the second game. So after this game, stick around. Watch the hosts bring some high-level derby.
And of course, this game brought to you by Monsoon Madness, another tournament happening right here, hosted by Arizona Roller Derby. It's going to be a 3-day tournament featuring WFTDA sanctioned and open gender bracket with 6 teams each. Find out more at ArizonaRollerDerby.com.
And off we go in the second half, starting at the Rydell Skates Jammer line. We have Loco going up against T. Ryan. Loco catching up to T. Ryan and going around them, has one more to beat. Flower Power really trying hard to get them, but Loco through with lead. T. Ryan now through on the inside lane after Santa Cruz gives them some nice offense here. Loco, just hits into that pivot, decides to call it. Scoreless jam, it looks like 0-0 based on the jamming officials here. So we start off this first jam of the second half scoreless. And again, this is 64 for the Santa Cruz Bombshells to Rat City's 54, so it's a 10-point lead for the Bombshells here. 5-second call. Everybody getting ready right at the Rydell Skates Jammer line. Whistle off. Maddie Masochist going up against Rockzilla. Maddie working the inside line and just pushes their way through and out with lead. Rockzilla trying to find light through the inside lane as well, but just side surfs on the outside and out. Maddie Masochist now working around for 4 points, looking to their bench, tells them to hold it, and then calls it when they are told to call it. So nice awareness there for the jammer. So that's a 4-point jam for the Bombshells, but Rat City does run away with 2, bringing them up to 56 to the Bombshells 68. Very important in general for jammers to be aware of their bench, because you never know when the other jammer's just about to catch up to you and steal away those 2 points like Rat City just did.
We've got Amanda Conda now on the line with Big Dog. Amanda Conda for Santa Cruz, but that is going to be Big Dog with the lead jammer for Rat City. Amanda Conda still working on that initial behind. That pivot line and a big hit, but we got to see, yep, forearm on 715. That is Mountain Deranged, affectionately known as Mountie. We saw a star pass to Greco, but yes, 4 points for both jammers. Star pass just in time.
Yeah, Greco just snuck in on that outside lane, winning some points for Rat City. Bombshells now sitting at 72 to Rat City 60. And we're only 3 jams in on this second half of the first game of this weekend. All right, we see the packs running away from the S1 pivot line back to the Rydell Skates jammer line. We do see Marinator going up against Loco. Marinator just trying to see if they can break the seam at the top of the pack. Looks like they are now pushing it up against the invert for Rat City. Ooh, the pivot just hits them hard, but not enough to stop them. Marinator out with lead. Meanwhile, Loco being kept at the back of the pack, still at the Rydell Skates jammer line. Being dragged back a little further. Marinator, meanwhile, takes the inside lane for an easy 4 points here. Loco just knocked to the inside lane and recycled back here, being held back by the tripod for the Bombshells. All right, a little bit of a knockout here. Marinator trying to side surf their way around this 2-blocker formation here. Now But this two blocker formation here is holding fast. Number 715 now going head to head with them.
That is Mountie.
Then 1859 just knocks them just enough to run them back all the way back to that fourth turn on the track here. It's like a bit of a scrum here. Marinator just has one more to beat, number 715, and just has to let them go now. They were too far out. Do you see Loco being recycled all the way back? Looks like number 10, NAW Fantastica, just keeping them back. Marinator looked to their bench, and their bench did decide to call it. So we are now sitting at 12 points for the Bombshells, bringing them up to 84 points. Rat City kept at 60 points here at the end of that jam.
So just so you know, we get to totally pick the MVB and MVJ and Team Spirit Awards for this.
Oh yeah.
So we'll definitely be announcing those right after this game. And of course, 4 jams in. We got 2 leads each for Santa Cruz and Rat City. So even match despite the seeding.
And
the number 12 versus number 12 seed versus 5 seed, but pretty close. And despite the score here. So Santa Cruz coming in as the lower seed so far, upsetting Rat City a little bit. Anyang jamming for Rat, T. Ryan. We've had this matchup a couple of times already, and we've got Anyang up at the front of the pack up against this super strong defensive tripod for Santa Cruz. Anyang getting some help and some hindrance from their friends. Meanwhile, T. Ryan in the back up against this super strong rat pack. Mountie holding down the floor, keeping an eye on that 20 feet, making sure everybody stays in play. Here we go, and that is going to be just enough space. Knocked out to the last second by the jammer for Rat City Anyang. So almost out, but not quite. Neither jammer has been assessed lead yet. We've got 1 minute left in this jam. Love to watch a defensive game. Love to play a defensive game if I'm doing the defense.
Yeah, no, I find that I'm not very good at O, but blocking, I'd rather sit.
We could block all day.
Yeah, I'd rather sit there and, try to stop a jammer than, bounce off another blocker. And out is Anyang with the lead after that grueling battle against the Bombshells defense here. We do see a Bombshell going to the box. Meanwhile, Anyang just skipping around the outside lane. 1 to beat and out with 4 points here. So we're starting to see some momentum here for Rat City with the little changeup on the jammer line here. T. Ryan, meanwhile, still being held back long enough for Anyang to at least make a few more points. And we do see a call. All right, so that's 6 points for Rat City, bringing them up to 66 points, keeping the Bombshells at 84. And shout out again to everybody joining us on the Twitch channel. I see some of our remote studio Twitch stalwarts. I see Johnny Pepper up here, Racer McChaser. Hey, Johnny.
Hey, Johnny.
Hey, Johnny.
And Johnny was here recently for Cactus Cup.
That he was.
Johnny was. Oh, wow. We got lead jammer. That is Maddie Masochist for Santa Cruz, and that is Rockzilla going to the box on a cut track call for Rat. So power jam, Santa Cruz.
Yeah, so it's going to be all D for Rat City, but they couldn't stop Maddie Masochist from taking the outside lane out for 4 points. Nice little breakup of that pack by the Santa Cruz Bombshells, just bringing them up just enough for Maddie Masochist to get out with another 4 points here, just basically capitalizing on this power jam here. Maddie Masochist just has a few more to beat, but the Rat City blockers. Oh! Maddie Masochist just holding themselves upright by
with
one hand.
One hand, which is allowed.
No,
if you only have one hand on the ground, you're up.
That is a necessary skill for most jammers, especially when you are constantly up against blockers trying to knock you out on those edges. Another penalty for Rockzilla, so double the amount of time here for them. But the bench decides to call it off, so they're going to have a power start here for the next jam. So 12 points on the board for the Bombshells, 96 to Rat City 66. And again, we will be starting this next jam on a power start for Santa Cruz.
And that is Rockzilla in the box as the jammer for Rat, in case you forgot.
All right, Rat City deciding to make themselves comfortable on the S1 pivot line here and running away a little bit. T. Ryan coming up quick, has 2 to beat. A lot of offense here, sweeping at the Seattle defense here.
So Santa Cruz going for that sweeping move that a lot of teams have perfected. Trying to get that pack broken up just enough.
All right, we do see a jammer
cut.
Cut track assessed to T. Ryan. We do see the return of Rockzilla onto the track, so now it's a power jam for Rat City. Rat City now trying to
can still get lead.
Keep a goat in the back.
So yep, Rocky here can still get lead. And here we go, lead jammer. Nice, stays in.
Sick.
It's a lead jammer Rat coming from the box. That's always a nice feeling. The highest scoring jam we've had so far in this game have been 12 points. So we got a couple of accomplishments for each team here.
Yeah, and it does look like the jammer T. Ryan will be serving twice the amount of time on that penalty here for not exiting the track.
Maybe not exiting fast enough.
Or properly. So it's really important to exit the track properly, or else you'll get assessed an extra 30 seconds on your time in the 187 penalty box here. Rockzilla out with 4 points. Rockzilla now coming around. We do see the return of T. Ryan onto the track, so Rat City now all D. Meanwhile, Rockzilla coming up to the tripod here. Each tripod here holding fast onto their respective opposing jammers.
So yeah, it looks like Rockzilla so far on our penalty screen that we can see has gotten a cut, a forearm. So just 2 of those. So that's why she had to sit 2. So a cut and a forearm call. It happens to the best of us.
Yeah. All right, at the end of that jam, that was 6 points to Rat City, bringing them up to 72. They are closing this gap against the Bombshells, who are now sitting at 96.
And we got Bratmobile on Twitch channel saying the officiating is amazing. So officials, just so you know, you're doing awesome.
And there goes the whistle. Rydell Skates jammer line. Pretty busy here with each pack trying to hold back their jammers. And it looks like Matty Masochist is being sent to the box, so Big Dog has a power jam here. If Rat City capitalizes, almost got hit out by number 24 from Santa Cruz, but Big Dog just kept running. It's always important to keep those feet moving as a jammer, because you never know when that last blocker is trying to hit you out. Big Dog coming around here and gets knocked to the inside a little bit, but quick to come back in, looking to their pack to see if there's going to be a offense, but gets knocked to the outside lane. That earns NOW Fantastica a penalty, and they are sent.
Yep, that's a direction.
Yep, sent to the 187 penalty box. Matty Masochist is now back on the track, working on this tripod at the front of the pack. Big Dog, though, quick to find the hole here, as we do see another blocker for Santa Cruz being sent to the box. Now it's a little bit of a race between Big Dog and Matty Masochist. And just gets knocked out by number 24, the pivot for Santa Cruz. I believe that was Harley Sin.
Again, shout out to Rehab Lab Arizona. Whether you're struggling with pain or looking to enhance your athletic performance, you need a doctor who cares about your goals and will treat you the way you want to be treated. Dr. Ben uses his wide range of skills to help weekend warriors and pro athletes alike move better, move stronger, heal faster. Go to rehablabarizona.com and book an appointment today.
5-second call on that 888 infield by the officials, and the whistle is off here, allowing Loco to just
Wouldn't do it.
Just
Don't do it.
Just out of bounds, just enough to have to be dragged to the back. We do see Marinator now working up against number 322 here for Rat City. That was Kosher Assault that they're going against. Wow. Loco did get assessed lead though, so Loco has lead, but took off the star. So now they have rescinded their lead, allowing Marinator to basically run through that tripod at the front of the pack and is out with 4 points. Now hitting the century mark for the Bombshells, 100 points now. But Loco is out and is going to try their very best to catch up to the pack and see if they can grab some points as well. Rat City's going to have to shut down Marinator just long enough for Loco to do that. Loco comes in with some speed and knocks a few people down with the force of that impact. Now it's a little bit of a scrum here at the straightaway here on the track. Marinator trying to find some room on the outside lane, but is recycled back by Kosher Assault. Kosher Assault tracking them and trying to escort them back into a pinch, but is sent to the box for their efforts.
It happens. And that is the captain.
So Mountain now taking over duties and keeping track of that jammer to allow Loco to get through on the inside lane. Picks up 4 points for Rat City. Now 80 points. I have 10 more seconds left in this jam, so let's see if Loco can get some more points. Marinator was through though, so does get 8 points in that exchange.
All right, trading passes is going to be 1 more point on the board for Rat City here.
All right, so that's an 8-5. Bombshells at 104 to Rat City's 81. We have less than 14 minutes left in this second half of the first game in this weekend. So far, both teams have had lead 4 times this half, so it's still an even exchange, but overall the Bombshells have just been capitalizing on every single opportunity. And
very smart. Here we go.
But not without Rat City's efforts here. T. Ryan is out with lead, and Big Dog just has strong-armed their way through. Big Dog almost caught up to the pack, but T. Ryan does call the jam after making 4 points on the board for the Bombshells, keeping Rat City scoreless here.
So Santa Cruz Roller Derby is a part of the California Derby Galaxy constellation. And so we do have skaters I've seen before, we've all seen before in the remote studio. So it's super fun to watch them skate here now at the first regionals, big first playoffs really since 2019. So this is super exciting.
Absolutely. All right, we're getting set up here for this next jam. Everybody's just slowly moving away from the Rydell Skates jammer line. Maddie Masochist going up against Ann Young. Maddie Masochist pushing through on the inside lane and out with lead. We do see Ann Young with the star in hand trying to find their pivot here, number 8-3. But it was all a distraction. Ann Young didn't need no help and out. We do see Maddie Masochist out with 4 points and decides to call it. Keeping Rat City scoreless. Bombshells 112 to Rat City's 81. 12 minutes left in the second half.
All right, so I guess seeding doesn't matter.
All that matters is heart and effort.
Yeah.
And the will to win.
No seeding, just vibes. Essentially. Okay, we're gonna have a little timeout. Yep, that is gonna be a team timeout.
Team timeout for Rat City. So let's take a second to thank our sponsors. Who do we have to thank?
What do we got? We got the Bad News Beaters celebrating 20 years on the track. The Bad News Beaters is one of Arizona Roller Derby's home teams. They first came together in 2004 and have been knocking it out of the park ever since. Catch the next game on August 17th at Ability 360 in Phoenix. And of course, this game is super sponsored by Monsoon Madness, taking the desert by storm August 30th through September 1st, right here in Mesa, Arizona. Arizona Roller Derby Rising is hosting a 3-day roller derby tournament featuring a WFTDA sanctioned and open gender bracket with 6 teams each. Find out more at ArizonaRollerDerby.com.
We have so much derby to bring you in this league, and we can't wait to show you more.
So much roller derby.
Yep.
All derby all the time.
I love it.
Yeah, so we're both announcers, both skaters.
Yeah.
You ever officiate?
Actually, no.
Yet?
Keeping track of things like in real time like that, I don't know.
Well, if you're not busy like enough, officiating is there for you too.
One day.
One day. It's super fun though. It's super fun.
So
You know, if you need to get like your cardio in, like volunteer to OPR. That's the way. Yeah.
All right, we're back at the action here. We have Marinator going up against Rockzilla. Marinator skipping through on the inside lane and out with lead. You see Rockzilla trying to push their way through with the help of their offense from Rat City, but Rat City quickly having to return to defense, but gets just shoved aside by the offense coming from Santa Cruz. Marinator trying to find their way through and is held back a little bit by number 501. Damage control.
Ooh, cut. Oh no.
Now it's a power jam for the Bombshells here, so.
That is Rockzilla in the box with a cut. So
Rat City just working on defense here. Does get knocked to the inside lane by number 619, Red Devicious, but only held up just long enough to see Rockzilla standing in the box. But Marinator through and coming back around for another scoring pass. This will be their third scoring pass.
all right, we're getting a little, now that we're all warmed up, we're getting some more penalties. We've got 28 penalties so far for Santa Cruz, 18 for Rat City, so making up for that first half. Nice hit out.
Yeah, NOW Fantastica just has Rockzilla's number here and just escorting him into that pack.
Love to see it.
All right. So Rockzilla is being held pretty tightly here at the back of the pack. And Rat City just held Marinator long enough to keep him at a 12-point jam here. But
once again, thank you for joining us. If you're watching on that Twitch feed or if you just got the chat up on your phone, feel free to contribute. We're super glad to have you. Make sure you subscribe. That helps us keep this stream free. I believe you'll be able to catch up on some of these games later tonight, too, on Twitch. We'll have the replay up.
Yep.
Here we go. Greco Loco. I'm here for this matchup. Yep, that's going to be instant cut, unfortunately, for Loco heading to the box. Power jam. Santa Cruz.
So it's all defense here for Rat City to keep them back. Oh!
Big hit, big offense from Santa Cruz. Here we go, lead jammer, Greco.
Yeah, as we mentioned before, penalties tend to make or break a game, so Rat City now just needs to focus on all D and just doing some damage control here. We do see the return of Loco to the track, star in hand, but is met with a strong tripod made up of, it looks like, Flower Power. Who else? Who else do you see on there?
Who else?
Cyanide. And I believe that was Lil Killa, so quite a tripod.
Lil Killa's been doing some work this game.
Almost saw a little bit of action here between Greco and official, but the official just quick enough to dodge it.
Yeah, we got some really, really good officials here this weekend. Super excited, not only to watch the roller derby, but also the officiating, because, you know, half of the announcer information comes from those nonverbals from the officials.
That is true. Nonverbal communication makes a big, big part of this entire game. 5-second call. Everybody nice and cozy at the Rydell Skates jammer line. Big Dog just spinning their way out and through with lead. A lot of motion here and a lot of
Forearm called by Squid Vicious.
A lot of penalties being called right now from that big pile up there. But Big Dog does get 4 points out of that exchange, I believe. Or is it 3? 4 points, yes. 4 points for Big Dog. And called it there just in time before the other jammer could catch up to them. So we are now seeing 85 points for Rat City, 128 for the Bombshells. We have 7.5 minutes left in the second half.
And
So-
you know, Santa Cruz was pulled away, but like I don't know, Rad. There's still things that could happen here. We got plenty of time. Plenty of time.
It all depends on how well the Packs just, refine their game here in these last few moments. But Maddie Masochist is out with lead for the Bombshells. We do see Ann Young here being held to the back, has star in hand. Santa Cruz is really just holding them back.
2 hands out. You gotta recycle if you got 2 hands out. That means you're down.
Yeah. Rat City quick to recycle Maddie Masochist to the back of the pack to allow Ann Young to work some magic at the front of the pack here. Just grinding at the front, hoping to see some daylight. Does see some offense here from their teammate, but Maddie Masochist jumps the apex and is out with 4 points. Ann Young trying to find their pivots. Pivot over here, I believe that's number 8-3 Thumper. Do you see the pack here held up at the first turn of the apex? Ann Young still trying to push their way through at the front of the pack. Meanwhile, Maddie Masochist is also doing a bit of a sled workout here at the back.
Just, some high resistance sled work, for the quads.
But yeah, Rat City
For the glutes.
fast.
For the glutes and hams.
Yeah, Rat City right now holding fast, trying to do some strong defensive work here against them.
There you go, Thumper with the star, forcing that call off. So it's two more points still for...
Yep. So that's 6 points for the Bombshells, bringing them up to 134. And Rat City running away with 2, bringing them up to 87. 5.5 minutes left in the second half of this first game of this weekend. Five-second call as we see the Packs returning back to that Rydell Skates jammer line here.
And Smash Away holding down the tripod for Rad City, catching Marinator right off the bat here, going back behind the Rydell Skates jam line. Loco getting some offense, but not quite enough. So both teams have been really good about guarding this inside line. It's really, really hard to get out there.
Not for some of these jammers.
Not for some of them, and here we go. That is Loco, lead jammer, but Marinator right behind her.
Loco just pushing forward, trying to see about getting a few points here. Oh, nice, beautiful spin to get that point or two, and calls it just in time to keep the Bombshells from scoring any sneaky points here. So Rat City now sitting at 89 to the Bombshells 134.
Wow.
Just chipping away.
Chipping away.
Do you see the Packs here?
Don't talk about chips. I'm getting hungry.
I mean, you can snack on later.
No, I can't snack on the microphone. You know how that is. People
You don't have to snack on the
then,
microphone.
then everybody in the chat will be like, oh my gosh, Charlie, stop that. Okay, well, here we go. For real this time. Greco up against Big Dog. Big Dog, if you will. Spacey Lords, what kind of chips do you want? Wouldn't you say no to some Doritos? All right, here we go. Greco up against Big Dog. No lead yet. That's okay, though. I'm enjoying watching his defense. And as soon as I say that, we see Greco with 1 to beat. Love this journey, love this dance. Here we go. Greco lead jammer for Santa Cruz.
Something to note from these Bombshell jammers is that they do not stop moving their feet and they do not stop pushing forward.
Always.
That's why they keep getting out, because they have such an amazing endurance to just push forward in these packs.
Big Dog taken out by Cyanide Siren, having to recycle back to the 187 pivot line, or is it the S1 pivot line? 187. S1 pivot line. All right. And Greco trying to go under the arms of taller skaters. Hey, sometimes it works.
We do see Terabyte being sent to the 187 penalty box here.
It's okay, Terabyte. You didn't do anything wrong.
The board begs to differ.
Yeah, right. Okay, here we go. We got a lead jammer. That is Greco. Got 4 points on the board. And now that is Big Dog passing the star to Thumper Skull. So we've seen a couple star passes to Thumper this game. Going to try and force that call off, because that's what pivots are for, making jams end.
That's right. And the Santa Cruz bench is pretty much keeping track of the clock and the points at this
Oh, we do see I did see a cut track call at the end of that last jam on the Santa Cruz jammer. So that is going to be, number 05, Greco in the box.
All right, so that'll be a power start for Rat City here. 5-second call.
Going to have a little official timeout.
Yep.
Tell me about one of our sponsors.
Let's see. Who do we have to thank for this weekend?
Everyone.
Yeah, everyone who's here, our volunteers, our medics.
Heck yeah, medics. Heck yeah, volunteers.
We are sponsored by Monsoon Madness. Monsoon Madness is taking the desert by storm August 30th to September 1st right here in Mesa, Arizona. Arizona Roller Derby Rising is hosting a 3-day roller derby tournament featuring a whip-to-the sanction and open jumper bracket with 6 teams each. Find out more at ArizonaRollerDerby.com. And we see Loco out with lead. Making use of this power jam. Loco coming up quick and observing and seeing if they're going to have some offense. A little bit of a fake out here. But Loco does get held back just long enough for Rat City to work on some defense themselves. Loco just pushing forward. Oh, Greco just hopping around.
Hop, skip, and apex jump. That was like a double jump.
Greco really just showing off here at this point. But that does force the call off for Loco. Loco does make 3 points in that exchange, bringing them up to 92 points, keeping the bombshells at 138. We have 1 minute, 15 seconds left in this second half. An official review is being called by Rat City at this point.
This is the first OR of the weekend.
So let's see what shakes out. Maybe it's a timeout. Maybe they have something to officially review, which we'd like to thank Triple Eight for sponsoring that infield where all that discussion is taking place. Thank you, Triple Eight, for keeping us safe.
So we've got a microphone out in the infield, the 888 infield. So they will tell us the result of the official review. We'll see if this is to be the first winning of OR or the first losing OR of the weekend. Leads so far, Santa Cruz leading the second half with 11 leads, Rat with 6. The winner of this game will go on to play Rose City Axles of Annihilation. And that will be Friday tonight at 6 p.m. And the loser will play on Saturday at 2 p.m. And that loser will play whoever loses out of Calgary and No Coast, which will be later today, Friday at 2 p.m. So make sure you check out that WFTDA Tournament Central. We've got all the brackets there. They'll be updated tonight. And of course, once we have some winners and losers here, we'll be updating our own internal ones and announcing those, just so everybody watching on Twitch and in the venue will know what the heck is going on.
All right, and we would like to thank Rehab Lab Arizona. Whether you're struggling with pain or looking to enhance your athletic performance, you need a doctor who cares about your goals and will treat you the way you want to be treated. Dr. Ben uses his wide range of skills to help weekend warriors and pro athletes alike move better, move stronger.
Rat City was
faster.
requesting an official review, asking for a cut call on the Santa Cruz jammer in the previous jam. Because we did not have complete information, we were not able to issue the cut call. Rat City does not retain the review for the period.
Okay, so Rat was looking for a cut on the Santa Cruz jammer. They have lost this review as the officials did not have complete information to assess another penalty. So here we go. An OR called, an OR lost.
But that was a nice little refreshing time out for each team as we wind down at the end of this game. Who am I kidding? This is high action derby.
This is great. Okay, nice.
T. Ryan.
Nice feet, but not nice enough. That is going to be a cut on T. Ryan, giving lead to An Young for Rat City. Big smile on her face. Let's go, Rat.
An Young being met with Lil Kilo trying to stop them, but An Young just goes around them and follows their offense and out with 4 points. An Young just keeps on moving, just trying to get as many points as possible. Capitalizing on this power jam here. We do see T. Ryan standing there at the 187 penalty box here and is released now from the 187 penalty box, just as Ann Young crosses both the S1 pivot line and the Rydell Skates jammer line. Coming back around for another scoring pass, but T. Ryan out on their initial, coming around trying to see if they can make any points on that last bit. Rat City now hitting the century mark.
Got a lot of An Young fans on Twitch today.
An Young making 9 points, bringing Rat City to 101, keeping the Bombshells at 138. A team timeout being called by Rat City to extend this,
to extend the game.
Second half. See if they can do anything more with that last jam.
Yeah, and then, if you're not sure of the rules here, if we have less than 30 seconds left on this period clock and a team calls a timeout, that means we're definitely getting one more jam.
One more jam.
One more jam. See the other teams all suited up and ready to go. See Arizona in their pink and white. Is that 2x4s?
Yeah, that is 2x4s. Hey, 2x4s.
Used to play with 2x4s in Houston. Yeah, now she recognizes me. Yeah, my hair's a different color this time, so yeah.
Yes, the glimmer of recognition.
Yes.
And that's the end of that timeout.
Let's go.
But looks like the officials now need an extra time. An official review is being called.
Ooh, another official review. This one called by Santa Cruz this time. So what do you think? Wrong answers only?
Somebody's helmet was too shiny.
Too shiny, yeah. A glare.
Yeah.
Reducing visibility.
Yeah.
That could be a thing.
Possibly.
What do you think it would be, like an illegal procedure?
Maybe.
That could be fun.
That's why we scuff up our helmets so we don't run into that.
Do ya?
No.
So yeah, shout out to everybody on Twitch watching. I see a lot of new friends, old friends. Hey Adams, hey Speedo. Badass. One of my teammates from Rocky. Who is cuter, dogs or cats? Yeah, that's definitely what this OR is about.
Both.
Both. The answer is both.
Both are cuter than everybody in the world.
Yes. Yeah, people are like, are you a dog or cat person? I'm like, I'm an animal person. All animals, all the time.
Yep, we don't deserve animals, but we love to have them. Everybody just hugging it out at the S1 pivot line here. Thank you, S1 and 888, for your continued support of our leagues, keeping us safe, keeping us well-dressed, properly attired for this high-level impact derby. All right, we're getting ready for that end of that review. Let's see what they have to say.
Failure to dance. That's a thing.
Santa Cruz asked for an official review requesting a low block on Rat City's jammer in the previous jam. Upon review, no low block will be issued. Santa Cruz does not retain the review for the half.
All right, so it looks like both teams have lost their official review. No more chances, no more stoppages, unless the officials have something else, but
so the final jammers got their breaks in, so we're going to see a really long 2-minute jam, I bet. I'm calling it.
One more jam. All the anticipation.
One more jam.
All right, let's go. Big Dog against Maddie Masochist. Big Dog with a lot of energy pushing forward. Maddie Masochist, though, taking the outside lane, assessed lead.
Classic.
Big Dog looking for their offense and trying to push through, see if they can catch up, but Santa Cruz holding fast on Big Dog as we do see Maddie Masochist coming back to the back of the pack here, where just Rat City's trying to hold them back.
Yeah, she was looking for the call-off perhaps from the bench, but coach says, do what you want, live your best life.
Yeah, Greco just maintaining pack here, but Maddie Masochist decides to call it. The unofficial score, 139 for the Bombshells, Rat City 101.
So this does mean, yep, that is Santa Cruz definitely with the win here. They are going to go on to play the Rose City Axles of Annihilation, and that is going to be later today, so make sure you stick around for that. And then
we're going to get the MVPs.
The loser of this game will play again tomorrow at Saturday at 2 p.m.
We're going to go get them. Here for their photo, then you can call them. Okay.
We are going to have MVPs for a second here for you. We do have MVP Blocker, MVP Jammer, and MVP, Team Spirit Award that we're going to assess after each game. So listen for those 3 names.
But first, let's let these teams just relish the first game of the weekend. Make sure to start lining up so you can give them their high fives. They worked hard for it.
Yeah, they did. So yeah, you are watching Arizona Roller Derby Twitch channel. You are watching the WFTDA North America West Regional Championships. The top 3 teams will go on to play WFTDA champs in Portland in November, hosted by Rose City, who's playing here this weekend.
For the second game, because of the
We're still on. Yeah, we're still on. So we're still on. We're waiting for those MVPs. We're not allowed. We have timing. We have to observe before we can say who it is. So. Really excellent first game to start off this weekend. Next up will be Arizona Roller Derby versus Happy Valley. But first, MVPs.
All right, guys. Santa Cruz and Rat City, hold up. You're going to be called for your MVPs.
Don't leave yet. We haven't smelled you. All right, MVPs for Santa Cruz. Number 2 for MVP blocker, Harley Sin. Number 626, Maddie Masochist is your MVP jammer. And your Team Spirit Award goes to 05 Greco, who did all the things. Your MVPs for Rat City, 715 Mountain Deranged is your MVP blocker. 04 Loco is your MVP jammer. And your Team Spirit Award goes to 322 Kosher Assault. Shout out from your old teammate Lee. I know she's super happy to watch Rat City this weekend. Congratulations to those MVPs. You'll get to see Rat City play again tomorrow. And of course, you'll get to see Santa Cruz play later tonight. My name is Chuck Kilsky. I was joined by Vampira, and we will be back with the next game shortly.
Did you know that your head is not normal? No one's is. Head shapes are as unique as fingerprints, so choosing a helmet that's custom to you is the best way to keep you safe while playing derby. A lot of us have spent most of our derby careers wearing a helmet that's the same size shell, whether you're a size small, medium, large, or extra large. One size fits all doesn't work for our feet, and it definitely doesn't work for your head. Roller derby helmets are designed to absorb and disperse the force of impact using EPS foam, which is scientifically designed to fit close to your head, allowing it to protect your head by crumpling or compressing upon impact. So here's the thing. If your helmet size is a small, but you're wearing the same shell size as your teammate who's an XL, not only does it look kind of funny, the functionality of the EPS foam and how it disperses impact energy is compromised. So no matter how much foam you stuff into your helmet to make it stay put, you're more at risk for head injuries, putting you at risk.
The 888 certified Sweat Saver comes in better shell size options than our leading competitor,
Giving you the highest level of protection upon impact.
One of the most advanced, scientific, and accurate ways to show how much better the S1 Lifer helmet is versus the traditional soft foam skate helmet is to actually test these in an accredited, independent, third-party testing facility. This is the S1 Lifer helmet, which is constructed with our patented blend of EPS fusion foam. This is a traditional soft foam skate helmet, which is constructed with soft foam inserts. We're going to put helmets onto this head form that has an accelerometer in it that measures impact energy. The head form is connected to a computer that measures the amount of impact that gets to the head in a simulated impact. Basically what you're seeing is that the soft foam helmet is allowing the impact energy to go directly through the helmet and get to the head form. With the S1 Lifer helmet, the fusion foam is crushing that energy and dispersing it out and reducing it 4 times the amount the soft foam helmet did. The S1 Lifer helmet, a better, safer helmet. The S1 Pro knee pad is built to last and perform, blending highly durable fabrics and materials into an innovative design with exceptional craftsmanship. We use a very tough, military-grade ballistic nylon for the outer shell material. We triple-stitched every seam to prevent blowouts and reinforced all of the straps with additional stitching. Our top straps are made with a high-retention elastic that minimizes excessive stretching and incorporates a length adjustment system to allow you to lengthen or shorten the top strap. The inner knee cup mold is streamlined and deep-fitting and features a 4-tiered foam system combining varying densities of foam with shock-dispersing foam to achieve both shock reduction and comfort on impact. The inner foam layer is a high-rebound memory foam which absorbs shock and molds to your knee on impact, stabilizing the knee, helping to prevent slippage. Our kneecap has a flat surface that supports stability on impact and is made with a high abrasion polycarbonate plastic for durability. The S1 Pro knee pad, stability, durability, functionality.